Hello my beautiful friends, Shane here from the Spirit of the Cosmos. Thank you for joining me today for this video. Wow, this is all about how I know spirituality is real. I got this video idea from a friend of mine. His name's Bill, and he's a former pastor at a Christian church. He's very adamantly strong about his Christian beliefs, and that's cool. And we share a lot, and we get into some heated debates sometime, but it's all in respect and friendship. But before we begin, this is all about how I know spirituality is real. And I'm not going to bash any faith or religion. I don't believe in that. I believe that everyone should be the best example of their faith and religion, no matter what it is. For blessed is the soul who seeks God in their own way. You always want to remember that. And you also, a good habit and a good spiritual habit rather, is to never question another soul's journey. That's for them to find out, not you. So I wrote down 11 things of how I know this stuff's real. 11, because we know that number. Number 1, spirituality to me is real because it encompasses everyone. I wrote, it does not discriminate against anyone or have rule sets or laws with any love. You can't force love or contain love. And spirituality, it doesn't squeeze people into categories. And it doesn't promote love, but only to a few select people. I've never agreed with that. So that's why I know spirituality is real. It encompasses everyone. Everyone's involved. It highlights and amplifies and loves the unique variations of everyone. Number 2, spirituality teaches us that there is no true good or evil, right or wrong. It's all perception. And that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. And I agree with it. After many years of debating it, I do agree. That doesn't mean you have to resonate with evil or bad, of course. But treating others as you would treat yourself is the golden rule in spirituality, what many ascended masters have said over many, many thousands of years in many religions. Treat others as you would treat yourself. So if you're evil or bad, it'll come right back to you. And karma comes up. And that's how I know spirituality is real, because karma is real. Leave me a comment down below if you've ever been slapped in the face by karma. I have. And one thing I've learned is, now that we're spiritual and awakened and we know more about karma, it's less forgiving. I learned that the hard way. For people who aren't aware of it, it's a slap on the wrist most of the time. But if you know better, you're aware of it, yeah, it'll come for you. Number 3, I wrote, spirituality encompasses the balance of the universe. It embraces the masculine and feminine energies. And oftentimes I refer to Source and Spirit as Mother, Father, God. And I feel, this is just how I feel the feminine side of balance has been misrepresented and also disrespected in many faiths and religions. There's an emphasis on masculine dominance. And as you see, that gets us nowhere as a global society, as a global civilization. It doesn't. When you have an over-dominance of masculine energy, you have chaos, control, and manipulation, which, and I'm not bashing religions, faiths, or any spiritual practices. There are a lot of corrupt ones out there. They know they're corrupt. They even advertise they're corrupt. And that's because of that overbearing masculine energy. So number 4, how do I know spirituality is real? I wrote, the proof's in the pudding. Love that saying. I'm from the South, that's how we roll. Look at the massive numbers of light workers and star seeds popping up everywhere. All over social media, meeting them in real life, I've met a bunch. And all walks of life, all cultures, all faiths, all religions, all creeds. People are just like, hey, I'm awake and I'm activated, what's going on? And you can't ignore that. We're approaching the critical mass, that 1/2 of 1% of people needed to flip this world on its butt. Roughly 35-40 million light workers, the planet starts to shift. We're getting there. And I love how spirituality with the light worker starseed phenomenon, it makes you face yourself. It makes you better yourself. It makes you into that lighthouse. It's irresistible. So many people wish sometimes they were never awakened, but you can't go back to sleep once awakened. And that's how I know it's real. Number 5, spirituality makes sense. Unlike all current norms and paradigms of society, Nothing makes sense once you're awakened. Why do we live the way we do? Nothing makes sense. Governments don't make sense. Corporations, rule sets, laws. It's chaos. And it's designed to keep our heads spinning so we don't focus on one thing, which is love. Self-love, self-care, and one another. Number 6. With spirituality, there is a sense of expansion, of infinity, of energy and love that really makes you feel like you can do anything. There's no limits to spirituality. There's no limits to what we can accomplish. Imagine if we came together, we could be out exploring the stars in 2021 instead of squabbling over politics and vaccines and all this other nonsense going on. So I wrote, spirituality pushes you to begin creating your dreams and utilizing your talents. Everyone has a unique talent. If you didn't have a purpose here, you would not be here. And spirituality lets you know that. That's empowering. I've never felt so powerful. And so I became spiritually awakened and realized we are infinite. We are part of infinity. And that's a superpower. I love it. My heart's pounding. I love this stuff. It just absorbs me. I wrote, creating your dreams and utilizing your talents is not done to appease or make a God feel better, or to do the I'm not worthy or the I cannot look upon these stuff. A lot of faiths and religions and some spiritual practices make you feel like you're nothing, make you feel like you're away from God rather, not a part of God. That you are a separate being that can never ever possibly reach that level. Nonsense. Spirituality teaches you are a part of God. Everything is a fragment of God. Everything is a divine spark of the original creation, source, spirit, mother, father, God, infinite creator. Joe, there's a million names for it. And because each of us are part of God, each of us has that infinity within us and the drive to evolve into whatever is to come. I personally think we're all baby universes forming ourselves. And eventually one day, with everything you've learned over trillions of years and lives and whatnot, you will decide your own rule set when you become your own universe. Personally, I'm gonna have a very cool party universe with lots of love. Wow. And yeah, blessed is the soul that asks, what can I do? And what is next when it comes to love? Wow. So number 7, lucky number 7. I wrote, spirituality focuses on improving the reality around you in the now moment. Being positive, being loving, being accepting of everyone and every soul in the now moment. Seeing the love in everyone and the light in everything. Feeling the love in everyone and feeling the consciousness in all things. Not just recognizing any of this, but acting upon it. No guilt trips, no rules, no earning your way into the afterlife or heaven. No, if I act a certain way, even if I don't feel it, I'll get into wherever afterlife or heaven, however you view things. There's almost 40,000 denominations of Christianity, and I've seen some variations of heaven, all sorts of things. Spirituality doesn't teach you have to earn your way into heaven. It is your birthright. And that all of us are perfect in our souls because we are all part of God. Now, that's where karma comes in. If you're a bad soul, yes, everything you do to another part of God will reflect back to you because we are all reflections. I never liked the concept of hell either. I never believed in it. I don't jive well with burning in punishment and pain and damnation for eternity for a very short life, when there's always room to improve. There's always ways to do better. Kind of odd. It doesn't make sense to me. Like I said, I'm not bashing any faiths or religions. You believe what you want, for blessed is the soul that seeks God in their own way. There is no right or wrong, however you want to do it. Just be careful with how you act upon it. Number 8, I love this one. Wow. Spirituality promotes self-love, self-care, and free will. There is focus upon the self and focus upon perfection that all of us truly are. Spirituality wishes for you to take care of the mind, body, and spirit, and it doesn't promote things that are unhealthy for any part of your soul or existence. Spirituality recognizes that love comes from within, and that you cannot truly radiate out what you do not feel inside. Long story short, spirituality teaches you to take care of yourself, that your body is a temple to the soul. It doesn't promote things that are bad for your soul's evolution. It doesn't have a fear-based theme, like a lot of religions do. They have a fear-based theme where you're supposed to fear the deity you worship. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would I fear a deity that is perfect and divine and loving? It just doesn't resonate, doesn't click. And if I'm disturbing some people watching this video, I'm sorry. My intent is not to upset you and any religious beliefs you have. I just ask questions. I've asked them since I was little, and no one seems to have the answers to until I found spirituality. Either people didn't want to answer them, or they just felt uncomfortable, or they simply could not. But spirituality answers that, and that is the next one. Spirituality answers questions about existence, life, death, afterlife, and what is the true purpose of being within an infinite creation. Why are we here? Spirituality teaches there is no beginning or end. There is no damnation or eternal punishment, for we judge ourselves after we review our life in the afterlife. You will review your life in the afterlife if you so choose. Free will carries over into death. But eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to want to evolve as a soul, and to do that you have to review your lives. How were you in your lives? And you get to feel and experience every thought, word, and action that you've said or influenced or affected another person. And once you get that reflective magic back to you to see how you've done in your life, then you, along with your angelic guides or spirit guides, or however you choose to see these beings of light, you will judge how you need to repay karma, to repay other souls, what you need to do to evolve and improve. And I love that. That's how I know it's real. There is no judgment other than your higher self realizing what it must do to evolve. Or you can just stay in your current state of soul evolution and never expand. But let me tell you, infinity, eternity, it gets boring if you don't keep exploring and experiencing. That was 9 and 10 combined. And then, number 11. This is the big kahuna right here. The big cheese. I have seen. I feel it. I have seen the most profound changes in people. I really have. It hits you right here. The most profound changes in people who spiritually awaken and follow the golden path that opens in front of them. I have seen people become such amazing pillars of light and strength for other souls. People change. If you don't believe me, watch my first few videos and then watch me now. So I love that. I have seen people who were evil, nasty become angels. I have seen angels become demons. I've seen it all. But most of the time with spiritual awakening, most people become a golden light. It's a tremendous opportunity. It is the highest honor as a human being to become spiritually awakened and have a spiritual mission. However you choose to spread the light, to spread the word, to show people we can do better. Wow. I've seen people have similar religious experiences or spiritual awakenings that are based on a particular religion or faith, but not like spirituality. I have seen people have, $100,000 job and just quit. They can't take it anymore. And then go out in the woods and just spend the rest of their life being spiritual, sell crystals, and just do tarot readings. You name it. It changes people, but the biggest similarities are everyone's so cool. How many light workers and star seeds have you reached out to and you're like, wow, I believe that, and we share this, and we have this in common? People meeting their soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, twin everything, soul partners, soul tribes, soul family, ET families, ET cousins, angels connecting, all sorts of stuff. because this is a schoolroom. We're on schoolroom earth. And I don't know about you, but I want to pass with an A+. So there's my video. How I know spirituality is real. And I'll say it again because someone watching is really going to have their jaw drop when they heard it the first time, second time, and now the third. Blessed is the soul who seeks God in any way they seem, they feel, and know is right. It's a profound experience to become alive, awakened, sentient. Really open your mind and heart to the universe and watch it open its doors to you. To be here, surrounded by people that have to see things to believe it. But you being like, no, if I believe it, then I'll see it. And guess what? It happens. People ask me all the time, do magic in front of me. And I said, I can't, because down to your core, you don't believe it works. And they don't understand that. Some people, I'll warm them up to it, and then they're like, wow, that was magic. And I said, now you believe it, you'll see more of it. Life loves to serve itself. We live in a loving, living, breathing universe that wants to grow and promote itself through all of us, experience through all of us. Suffering, manipulation, control, negativity, all that is nonsense. And because we are spiritual warriors and recognize this, we will overcome. Oh, wow. Leave me a comment down below what you think. But yeah, leave me a comment also. What do you think? Why or how is spirituality real to you? But I want to thank all the light workers, star seeds out there. Y'all are doing a tremendous job. This world is changing. We're still in we're at the beginning of the age of Aquarius, sort of technically or whatnot. But we have a lot of work to do. But we're doing it every day. Shine love to everyone. Appreciate all you have. And you know what? Go outside and enjoy nature. This is where home's at. This is where it's at right here. Wow, so thank you for watching this video. The love and light in me is a reflection of the love and light with you. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate all the love and support. And yeah, leave me a comment down below what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.